Greetings, humanoids of the internets! My name is Bob, and this is episode 90 of Journey into Space! Journey into Space. Journey into Space. Journey into motherfucking space. Yeah. September 21st is the one year anniversary of Journey into Space, so I'm thinking about doing something nice for that. But the immediate, well, first let me say, the first Journey into Space episode wasn't actually called Journey into Space. I started a series on going to Duna, and then the next episode was like four parts of going to Duna, and then the next part I just called Part 5 of Journey into Space. So, but the first what I consider to be the first Journey into Space episode was on September 21st, and the anniversary for that is coming up. So I'll try to do something special for that. Also, my birthday is coming up, so wish me a happy birthday. And what we have here is the Spider lander. The Spider is instead of using a rover on Duna, on the Mun, I have these little flying vehicles. So this thing will land 4 of those vehicles, and on the Mun, and they can be used at the colony for transportation. However, this scenario here that I have going here is pretty dubious. It's not... I don't rate this as a high likelihood of success actually. I've got these whatever these are, skipper engines, and here I got these like just extra fuel tanks here, and these solid rocket engines to lift up the fuel tanks. Well, the fuel tanks, let's just say the whole thing is really questionable as far as getting it to space and to the Mun. But that's sort of the way things roll. I think I've got everything set up right. Let's go ahead and give this monstrosity a try. Like I said, I am really not... I don't have a good feel about this working actually. So we'll find out. Yeah, like I say, I'm a little bit dubious about this thing actually working. A lot of unknowns, a lot of questionables going on. Another nighttime launch doesn't really make any difference, but yeah, okay. We might as well just get on with it. 3, 2, 1. Well, it did take off. That is a plus. Always a good thing. Not taking any oxidizer or fuel. Okay. Well, we know it will take off. Now I need to make sure the plumbing's right. Okay, got my plumbing problems fixed, and let's throttle up. CS on, in 3, 2, 1, go. Pretty flames down there. Okay, come on, suck down that fuel. Because if the tanks are too heavy by the time the solid rocket boosters kick out, we're going to have a problem. I think we're about to have a problem. Come on, stay up there. Yeah, we're losing speed drastically. Still losing speed. Still losing speed. We're going hang glider speed about now. Alright, we started picking up speed again. Yeah, this may be a slow launch, because we're probably going 60 meters a second right now. But if I'm able to get up to near 10,000 meters before I have to drop these external tanks, that will be 10,000 meters that we don't have to... It will be a good thing, put it that way. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Alright, now we're stuck on the main boosters. Good news is that we're going to pick up speed a lot more. Bad news is that this is all the fuel we got to get us to orbit. That's not good. Alright, just standing by for gravity turn. Gravity turn. Easy now. Slow down there, Capo. Real nice and easy. Right there, right there. Good. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Got a long ways to go. Oh, those glow are kind of a pretty orange color. Yellowish orange. Not good. No bueno. I mean, the Spider Lander itself has a respectable amount of fuel on it, but I'm gonna need that fuel to go to the moon, break into lunar orbit, and to land on the moon. So we got some issues. But wind up having to use fuel in the lander to actually just get into orbit. It's gonna be no bueno. Come on, damn it. Get a periapsis, please. Come on, asshole. Come on, asshole. Okay. Moves real slow, but it is moving. We didn't really try to follow the program indicator down, so we have a lot of horizontal speed to catch up. So we will start the burn at about T-minus 50. And yeah, we're gonna have to wind up having to use some fuel in the lander to get this thing to orbit. I mean, the good news is the lander has a lot of fuel, but it's got to do a lot of things too. Okay. Get back into shape here. Alright, T-minus 50. I usually like to go with an asparagus staging system, but the things I've been lifting up here are so large that it doesn't really lend itself to that. I mean, that's for normal-sized objects. Yeah, this is not a normal-sized object. This is yet again, like last episode, another another episode of lifting up very large things. I'll be very happy if I manage to get to orbit on just the boosters. I don't see that as a strong possibility. You know, one of these days, I mean, I've been doing pretty good here lately. one of these days I'm going to try to launch one of these things, and it's just not going to work. It's just going to have a catastrophic fail of some sort. You know, or not have enough fuel, or just something's going to go awfully wrong, and I'm going to have an episode where I just go, oops, oh well, we tried. And this may be such an episode. We don't know yet. I got a periapsis. All right, okay. I think we're in good shape. Weirdly enough. Okay, periapsis at 51. I think we will get to orbit on the main boosters here. Now, if I wind up depleting like a whole lot of fuel to get to the Mun, I do have the freighter standing by with a full load of fuel. I could actually use that. Rather not, because the lag of having these two vehicles meet, the Kethane freighter, the drill baby Kethane freighter, and this thing having those two ships meet, the lag could be really epic. But it is a possibility in case if I wind up in lunar orbit and it's just clear that I'm not going to have enough fuel to get anywhere, get to the, I'm not going to be able to have enough fuel to land. If that were the case, then I could get a refuel from the drill baby Kethane freighter. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get us to the moon, the Mun, and sort of take it from there. Okay, I said I was going to restart when we're actually at the moon, but this should be kind of interesting, so I'm going to go ahead and show it. Also give you an idea of the structure underneath this since we're in daylight now. Okay. Jettison. Carefully pull out. Hope nothing is destroyed. Okay, good. Okay, here's the spider lander itself. We don't have an infinite amount of fuel here, and we got to get the rest of the way to the moon on it. We have to break into the moon's orbit on it, and we have to land on it. So yeah, could be interesting. But like I said, in worst case scenario, if I find myself in lunar orbit with not enough fuel to land on, I could bring up the Kethane freighter and refuel. Assuming that I'm willing to endure the lag festival, which will surely ensue. Also, getting docked up to this port with these spider landers all around might be a little interesting, but we'll see. Hopefully that won't be necessary. Screenshot. That's pretty cinematic, I think. Okay, we'll catch up on at the moon. Okay, I think we have enough fuel to land, and so we're going to about to commence our descent. Now, the primary area we're probably going to be exploring with these spiders is right around the crater rim. It winds up they don't have enough range to get there and back. I may have to put a boosting station here somewhere so they can refuel along the way. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. And T-minus 57, let's go ahead and go. Okay. It's like I sort of have the Pathfinder vehicle sort of almost on the edge there of the Kethane patch, so I don't want to undershoot it. Let's get up on the target here a little bit. Now, doing a precision landing on the Mun is always tricky. I did put some RCS ports on. Well, I got RCS ports on the spiders, of course, but that might be a little unbalanced. Throttle it up. Yeah, always interesting trying to do a precision landing on the Mun. We're a little closer to the ground than I'd like to do this, but, you know, shit happens. Shit happens that way sometimes. Okay. Let's drop our gear. Not as close in as I would like to be. And I'm running low on fuel, so there's that. So there's a bit of a hill there. Okay, no more dicking around with position because I'm running out of fuel. So it's time to land this bitch. Or crash this bitch, perhaps. Now I gotta have to turn on RCS, even though I don't know exactly how my ports are doing, but I don't have enough maneuvering power for this particular scenario of extreme, yeah. Okay. What the hell? Maneuvering's being kind of junky. Kind of junky. Any chance of a shadow here? Yeah, one right there. Come on, set this bitch down. Set this bitch down. Set this bitch down already. Doesn't appear to be too much horizontal motion. That's good. We're landing on a rock, but the rocks don't work. Come on, get this bitch to the ground. Don't have all day here. Alright, touchdown. Quick save. Woo! A little bit of a slope. How far away is the Pathfinder? It's 500 meters. That's pretty decent. We'll go with that. Okay. Whew, okay, I gotta take a break. Okay, I'm gonna try to disconnect one of these spiders and take it for a ride. Or it'll go for a ride on its own. Eh. I gotta figure out which way is up here. Not that. Alright, so that direction is nose down, right? Oh well, having it correctly... Oh, fuck. Yeah. Having it correctly oriented might be useful. Okay. Nose. Okay. Nose down. How much RCS have I used so far? Much too much. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna hit a quick load and try that again. Because that was messed up. And I used half my fuel and all that. Half my amount of propellant. So that wasn't good. Okay, managed to get this one off. Let's go ahead and experiment a little bit. But first, let's see which way is which. Okay. Okay, apparently it thinks that is pitch, so... I think this is more of a recreational vehicle than a useful one. Well, let's take over here over the hill. We can afford to use about 25% of our fuel on the boost phase. It's about that. And then we'll have to use 25% to land, which is coming up here shortly. Well, ideally 25% to land if I can actually land the bitch. Alright, and we kind of sled the rest of the way down. It works for me. We'll turn RCS back on in case I need to make a quick escape. I think this is probably more the category of a recreational vehicle than anything else. It's a sled! It's a moon sled! Yeah, okay, we're picking up speed. Could be dangerous. Could be real dangerous. And yep. Lost landing leg. And sled. Okay, so that got us about 3.6 clicks out. We actually still have plenty of gas to get back on. So it's not a bad little excursion vehicle. Adds a little bit more distance to the jetpack. A little bit challenging to deal with. Should be exciting for Jebediah and the gang. So yeah. Well, just for grins, let's go ahead and see if we can't lift off and get back home. I'm going to be loading a quick save anyway because I lost landing leg. Yep, stop. A little bit of locking up there. See daisies. Boom! Okay, well, it's a little bit dangerous. Almost made it back. No, I didn't. F9. Okay, getting one of these suckers docked back to the lander is a real pain in the butt. I mean, probably need to allocate half of the fuel in here just for getting this thing back on the dock. Also, if you want an experience designed to make you upchuck, try operating this thing in chase mode. That is an experience designed to make you upchuck. Perhaps I shall share that experience with you in just a second. Okay, let's get this thing off the dock here. At least that part's easier than getting them off the side ones. Okay, and then you switch to that vehicle. Go from here. Need to check right quick, see where my direction controls are at. Not that way, okay. Okay, well, that happens surprisingly often. Okay, and now the vomit-inducing experience of flying the spider in chase mode. Reason why you would do this is because actually in certain ways it's easier to get your bearings as far as where the hell you're going, but it is kind of puke-inducing for those who are sensitive to such things. And of course, no guarantees that it will even work. Okay, let's try a little non-puke inducing precision navigation if we can. I'm going to try to fly over here to the Munar Kethane Explorer 8. Can be kind of difficult in that I'm having to do the rotational and translation controls at the same time. Now, when I go into dock, what I do is I just set the SAS stock upright and use only the translational controls. Oh, well, that was kind of rough landing, but we didn't lose any legs, so that's the important thing. So it is possible to fly this with some degree of precision. It's still pretty damn wonky, but that's probably the way Jebediah likes it. And that was 500 meters. So that's saving, assuming it doesn't kill the pilot or the passenger, that would save jetpack fuel. That's what that's for. Yeah, I can't wait to get some astronauts here and kerbal knots here and put them in there and see what happens to them. Yeah, that's all we have time for right now. Until next time, hasta la vista. Adios.